तमिलनाडु कांग्रेस कमिटी தலைவர் श्री अड़गरी அவர்களே, तमिलनाडु कांग्रेस முன்னாள் தலைவர் திரு தங்கபாலு அவர்களே, AICC जनरल सेक्रेटरी தலைமை சகோதரர் श्री திரு चंद्रकुमार அவர்களே, श्री कन्नड़ திரு தமிழன் வருது திரு ஸ்ரீவல்ல பிரசாத் அவர்களே, திரு CD மேயப்பன் அவர்களே, இந்த கமிட்டி वर्किंग प्रेसिडेंट திரு டாக்டர் விஷ்ணு பிரசாத் அவர்களே, மயூரா ஜெயக்குமார் அவர்களே, மாவட்ட தலைவர்கள் டிகாராம் அவர்களே, பிரபு அவர்களே, பஞ்சாச்சரம் அவர்களே, ஜோதி அவர்களே, எல்லா சகோதர சகோதரிகளே, தாய்மார்களே, நண்பர்களே, சரிங்களா? And all the other leaders, Sri Nasir Ramachandran, many other leaders are there on the dais, all my dear friends. I think every subject has been spoken. All the issues regarding today's political situation has been spoken by our leaders. Our president also, Adagiri ji, and all the other leaders have described what is happening today. And this Plo Yatra that was launched in Tamil Nadu by the Tamil Nadu Congress Committee, today I think this is the 4th big program of the Plo Yatra. And it is being conducted in every district and every assembly constituency. The way the central government today has treated the farmers, it is shocking. When thousands and thousands of farmers are protesting in Delhi, in the cold weather, 2 degrees, 3 degrees, they are cooking food there. They are sleeping there. They are taking medicines over there. Doctors are being called. Many people have died in this protest. Almost 1 month this protest is going on. But till today, the government of India, the Prime Minister, has not bothered to sit down with them and compromise this issue. Because this is not a democratic government. The government doesn't believe in democracy. I can tell if the UPA government was there, if Dr. Manmohan Singh was the Prime Minister today, if there was such an agitation, we would have called those farmers, we would have discussed those farmers, we would have solved the problem, but we would not have made these farmers suffer like this. Yesterday one farmer has committed suicide. But this government is unmoved. They are not bothered. Every day they are creating stories. Chandra ji said, they are dividing them, calling them anti-national, calling them Khalistanis. What kind of a government is this? On every issue in the country today, 6.5 years of Modi government has gone. Every issue in this country today, they are dividing the country. Whether it is the CAA, NRC, whether it is a language issue, whether it is a cultural issue, whether it is a food issue, whether it is laws and bills that are being passed, everything, they are creating more hatred, they are creating more animosity, and they want to take the benefit of that hate to win in the elections. Winning election has become the only thing. For that, Our Prime Minister is willing to lie to the people of the country. He is not bothered. Nobody, I think, has lied to the country as much as Modi ji has lied to the country. When he came to power, he said, I will give you 2 crore jobs per year. My question to Prime Minister, what happened to those jobs? Where is the employment? Enge irukkudu employment enge irukkudu ipo? Endha paristhithi ipo indha deshathil irukkudu? Our economy is going down. Export is going down. Rupee value is going down. GDP growth is going down. Every indices is going down. But Prime Minister says, no problem, Man Ki Baat, some baat, this baat, that baat. What baat? We don't want Man Ki Baat, we want Kaam Ki Baat. Kaam Ki Baat mein hai, Man Ki Baat mein enda ko. There is no work. Simply giving bhashan. What kind of where is the jobs? Has he even replied to the country? He said to the farmers, before the election, Modi promised to the people of India. They were mentioning Swaminathan Commission. He promised everywhere he spoke. He said, I will implement Swaminathan Commission report. I will give farmers 50% profit on the minimum support price. Everywhere he spoke. Today he is saying, I did not say that. I was saying something else. How can he, without even being bothered, not even being scared, because nobody can question him. Today, unfortunately in our democracy, the Prime Minister has become unquestionable. Anybody who questions him is attacked. Anybody who raises his voice against him, they are threatened. He uses the income tax, enforcement directorate, CBI, every wing in the government to harass people, to trouble people, to put them behind bars, put them in jail. And any media people who question him, the media house is raided. What is this democracy? Today no media can question him. 6.5 years, not one press conference the Prime Minister has had. Not one press conference the Prime Minister. Why? Because nobody should question him. In Parliament nobody should question him. He will come once in a while, give a bhashan and go away. No replies. How was the farm bill passed in the Parliament? You know, you saw Parliament. How the farm bills were passed in the Rajya Sabha. Illegally it was passed. Today why are the farmers protesting? Why did Rahulji go to Punjab, Haryana and protest? Why all over India, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Karnataka, up to rest of the states, we all protested on this issue. Why are we protesting? Because it was not done with any discussion. We are in a pandemic. Corona is there everywhere. There is a big virus. Nobody can go outside, nobody can talk outside, nobody can agitate. Economy is bad. Instead of concentrating on those things, here they want to divert the issue. And in this time he wants to pass all these laws. Labor law passed. The rights of the worker have been taken away. APMC Act has been weakened. Farmer bills which have been passed today are threatening the farmers' existence. Why do all this now in this situation? Let Parliament start, let there be a proper discussion, let all members discuss with farmers, then take a decision. He doesn't do that. Simply this issue, that issue, love jihad. What is love jihad? Everywhere discussion, love jihad, love jihad. Simply to attack the minorities. Because today people are suffering. So he doesn't want that to be discussed. So he takes away every other issue. What happened to अच्छे दिन? अच्छे दिन आने वाला है, अच्छे दिन आने वाला है. क्या हो गया अच्छे दिन? अच्छे दिन सब भूल गए हम सब. अभी हमको अच्छे दिन नहीं चाहिए, हमको पुराना दिन चाहिए. वो पुराना दिन अच्छा था. यूपीए गवर्नमेंट का दिन अच्छा था, मनमोहन सिंह गवर्नमेंट का दिन अच्छा था. इस गवर्नमेंट में क्या अच्छा है? Is anybody happy in the country today? That is a fundamental question. Is there peace in this country? Is there unity which is being created. No. Jammu Kashmir, Article 370, something he did. For Assam he is doing something, for Northeast he is doing something, for Tamil Nadu is something. No cooperative federalism, no states are being asked anything. GST, whether you like it or not, you have to implement. Demonetization, if you don't like it or not, you have to implement. All states are suffering. Who is he asking? Who has he discussed with? Tax which the government, state governments have to give, he does not give. Devolution of funds, he does not give properly. Every day petrol, diesel going up, LPG prices going up. Nobody can say anything. Who's benefiting? LPG price goes up, petrol price goes up, diesel price goes up. Who's benefiting? Big companies, Reliance, Adani, they are the beneficiaries. Airports are being privatized and sold. Everything being sold off. Everywhere Adani Airport today. So same with farmers. Tomorrow there will be no farmers. Tomorrow it will be all controlled by the corporates. No farmer will have power. This is a bad situation. So Congress has to now fight for this country. That is our duty. Today the situation is not easy, let us admit. Today it is not a very easy situation. Today when we fight BJP, we are not fighting BJP. We are fighting BJP, we are fighting media, we are fighting institutions, we are fighting Supreme Court, we are fighting, they all are joined up, ganged up together. We are not fighting one political party today. We are fighting the entire system because the system has come together. All the rich people, corporate people, big companies have come together. All institutions have come together. So when we fight them, it is not going to be an easy fight. And for that I agree with Tangabaloji. When he said that it is time for Rahul Gandhi to become the president of the Indian National Congress, it is time for Rahul Gandhi to take up the leadership, it is time for Rahul Gandhi to say, and all of us to say that he should be the next Prime Minister because we need Rahul Gandhi ji. This country needs someone like Rahul Gandhi ji who feels for the people of the country, for the ordinary man, for the common man, who believes in democracy. This country needs the Congress, this country needs Rahul Gandhi. So definitely I agree with this expression. I am sure that is the voice of the Congress party workers. Tomorrow, if the Congress party election is held, I am sure 95% of the votes will go to Sri Rahul Gandhi ji and he will be the president of the Indian National Congress. And then he should lead this country. We need him. We have to fight this fascist force. This is not an ordinary force. This is a very dangerous force. Amit Shah and Narendra Modi, they can finish off people. They run a mafia system in this country today. It is a mafia which is ruling the country, not political party. A mafia is controlling this country today. So, it is not going to be so simple a task. But Congress has in its blood sacrificed for this country. Congress in its blood, we have fought for the freedom of the country. We have built this country. We have given the constitution, we have given democratic institutions, we have given every state its own unique cultural identity. We gave linguistic states, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh. All these are linguistic identity states which the Congress believed in. Every culture, every language, every system has to be given freedom to develop and grow. Unity in diversity, that is the principle of the Congress party. Today we need to re-establish that. So, here in Tamil Nadu under the leadership of the Alagiri ji and all the other galaxy of leaders, big leaders are there. Mr. Chidambaram, Mr. Elangovan, Mr. Tirunavukarasu, Mr. Jack Chandrakumar, many other leaders, all young leaders, senior leaders, all have to come together. With unity we have to fight. We have to forget all this group politics, forget all individual politics. We should think we have to build the Congress party. Our workers want that. Our block workers, our booth workers, our district workers, they should feel, they should get their energy. And we have to give that energy to them. We have not been in power for 50, 60 years. Even though we have not been in power for so long, such a beautiful function has been organized today. Idakella romba nandri na solren. The romba periya function we have organized today. Because it shows the spirit is there. The roots, like you were saying, the roots of the Congress party are still there in Tamil Nadu. It is there. We have to allow the roots to grow now, to build. And for that, we need to think differently. We need to approach differently. We have to work systematically, effectively. That is at the booth level, at the village level, at the panchayat level. And our leaders giving bhashan is the easiest thing to do. Standing on the stage, I can speak for 2 hours, no problem. But going to village and spending half a day, that we will not do. Because function, stage, bhashan, let us all give advice. Easy thing to do. But to go and work, go to the people, approach them, that is what we need to do now. So, that we will be working on that program in the new year, after new year passes, from January onwards, all our leaders will be given responsibilities, senior leaders will be given responsibility, not of the entire state, not of the entire region, not of the entire district. Let them take one assembly constituency and develop that constituency. That is good enough for us. So we will have to work that way. If leaders go down to the streets, workers will get enthusiastic. They will come out, they will fight. So let us do that. This program has been very successfully organized. I want to especially thank the district congress presidents of Vellore who have organized this along with our working president in charge, Dr. Vishnu, and all the other leaders who in the local level have struggled and put up this good program. Using this program as a launch pad in this district, let us identify, let us give strength to the alliance, let us give strength to the Congress party, and in the next election in Tamil Nadu, a strong message should go that this fascist force of BJP and the AIADMK government will be thrown out from the state and a new government will be formed, and that government which will come in, that should build the future of Tamil Nadu, not only Tamil Nadu, but a message to the entire country. That is what we are looking for. So once again, I want to congratulate all of you. Thank you very much. Nandri Vanakkam. Thank you.